I can wirelessly monitor the audio for any interview or narrative setup with one simple adapter. Let me show you. All right, so oftentimes I will almost always record the audio to a professional audio recorder, such as the Zoom F3 or the F6. But sometimes I might step away to B-Cam and I may still want to monitor that but not have all the wires. So I do have a wireless audio setup that I've put together that anyone can use. All you need is this simple device. This is the AirFly and it just allows you to transmit audio. So let me get a USB-C cable just to keep this juiced up because I don't know how long it lasts, but I want to get that juiced up. Let me get a USB-C from my office and a couple of other things. Some cables and such. All right. And what I'm gonna do is, let's see. So first of all, whatever, for this example, I'm just gonna use the M2S to record audio. So, here we go. So we have, let's just pretend this is your audio source. You could use anything. I'm using this for now. I'm gonna connect this and I'll use this as my mic. So I'll put this on me as just a sample audio source. And I do wanna feed it into the Adamus just so we have a bigger view. So let me grab an NPF battery. This one will do the trick. And this one also has USB-C out, which is nice. So I'm gonna put this on the back of the Adamus as such. I'm going to take my AirFly and I'm gonna put it in the headphone out, just as such. And just to keep the AirFly powered, and to make sure there are no issues or dropouts, I'm just gonna connect it to the battery on the back of the Adamus. So let's turn on the camera. Let's turn on the Adamus. Let's take the lens cap off. Okay, cool. So let's just pop this in manual focus. This is a crop sensor lens, so I'm just gonna put it in HG just for the sake of this example. Okay, great. So we see our audio levels are moving on the camera from this mic. And if I tap it, I see the levels moving there. So I know that is picking up this specific audio. So now I want to monitor wirelessly. That's what we're here for, folks, right? So I have the Shokz here. This is the open fit and I have it paired already. So what I'm gonna do is now I'm gonna put these bad boys on and I'll be able to monitor the audio wirelessly. I immediately start hearing myself and it's throwing me off. So you guys can hear it. I'm going to take my iPhone mic, which I'm recording this on, and you should be able to hear the audio from the headphones. Let me put this one here. Will I hear it from both? Yep. So I'll put it next to the Shokz and you should be able to hear the monitored audio. So this is something that you can use in a professional setting or strictly for social media. Again, I will always have my headphones as well for wired use as the main source. And I will always be recording the audio professionally. However, there have been numerous circumstances where sometimes you're just moving a lot or stepping away, or you're just operating the B cam because the A cam is a static that you know is set and you're just moving your B cam, so you're further away from the audio. This allows me to still monitor it while being further away from it. And I've used this, for example, like on a red carpet where I really just want to make sure that I'm getting a clean signal. It doesn't have to be in 100% real time. I just want to make sure the mics aren't dropping out and there's nothing crazy that's happening. It gives me a light, mobile, portable setup. So that's everything here. We, again, just to summarize, we have the AirFly, with your headphone out jack. You could also plug this directly into the FX3 in the headphones jack. I just put it here because it's easier. So let's actually make that switch. So typically this would be plugged in here on that. Or if you do have, if you do have a device like the F6 that I often use, you could put this in the headphone out over here. Or alternatively, sometimes what I do is I'll take a splitter and I'll send this feed to the camera and to the Shokz as well. So I'm recording my audio 32-bit float professionally here. I have the wired headphones. Maybe I'll give that to the producer. And then I'll take this line out that's right here, and I'll run part of this line out as the audio in on the camera, right? Boom shakalaka. So this is getting a backup feed. And then from the actual F6 Zoom recorder, I'll record the in from the receiver here. So here, I'm getting this unit, which is recording it here. I'm sending it out to the camera, so it's gonna be in perfect sync. And then I'll take one additional out for the AirFly so that I can monitor while I'm not close to the unit, while I'm further away. So now I can put this in and monitor the audio while it's also being sent here, and another person can monitor. So it's a great way to set up two monitoring setups, one that's wired and one that's a headset. So definitely consider this if you're looking just for a quick and easy monitoring, wireless monitoring solution. So that's the setup, guys. This is not sponsored. These are all items that I bought, and I just love sharing different setups and different options. I am the chef gal, and you just got the recipe.